Hey everybody, I'm back with another tattoo and piercing video. I will have all my pictures. Whenever I talk about each one, I will insert a picture and talk about how much they cost and all that kind of good stuff, and the pain and all that. So first, I want to talk about my piercings. I recently just got my eyebrow pierced, as you can tell. For 1 being your not so painful, and to 10 being your worst. I'd have to say for my eyebrow would probably be like a 2. It just kind of like stung a little bit afterwards. And that was 40. I'm not gonna really go in order because I don't really work from my face down. My second one I'm gonna talk about is my nose, and it's on my right side. I got that when I was like 14 years old. And from a scale 1 to 10, I'd probably say about a 3, just because I got it done with a gun, and if I probably would have freaked out if I would have got it done with a needle, just saying. But I got it done with a gun, and I'm so glad I did. Let's see. The second one is my septum. It looks like that. I'll flip it back up. From a scale, well, I had that done twice. The first time, it didn't hurt too bad, but the second time hurt like a you-know-what, because I had to go through scar tissue, and that one was 50, and this one was 30. I didn't tell you that, but that one was 30, and this one was 50, and it's healed up a lot better than what it was, but I'm gonna say it really hurt the second time. My next one is my tongue. And from a scale of 1 to 10, I'd have to say like a 3. And the after pain hurt like a you-know-what. And that one was, I think, 40? 45, I think? I don't know. But that one hurt. The after pain hurt really, really bad. Like, I'd have to say give that one a 3. But the after pain hurt like a, yeah. And I just, oh my God. And whoever I was with, I'm not going to name any names, but the people that I was with and the piercer, she said that my whole face turned white, and I was so scared, and I was freaking out over nothing because it really didn't hurt. It's just the after pain hurt like crap, and your tongue gets all swollen, and it's hard for you to swallow, and I didn't eat for like 3 or 4 days. I just chewed on ice and ate like oatmeal and like mashed potatoes, and yeah. Moving on, my lip, I got that done with a needle, and this, I'm gonna say the only bad thing about getting your lip pierced is that your lip swells, and it's very hard for you to like eat or talk. And I'd give that one probably about a 2.5, just because my lip got really big. Like at the bottom, I really thought there was something wrong. Like I thought it was infected, but in reality it wasn't. It was the fact that it was just swollen from, you know, all the irritation. The next, I'm going to move on to my left ear. My left ear, I have my cartilage. I have 2 cartilages and then 2 bottom earlobes. And I'm going to be honest with you, my dad and I pierced pretty much everything in my ears except for like the painful parts, the painful piercings. The tragus, these didn't hurt at all. Like, I'm just gonna say 1, just because it didn't hurt at all. And yeah, the tragus, I got that done with a gun too, and that one didn't even hurt. Like, it was just a second, like, boom. And so these were free. Oh, and this one was 30. I didn't tell you, but the tragus was 45, and it didn't hurt at all. Like, I really, like, the after pain hurt like you know what, but other than that, it was fine. Moving on to this ear, like I said before, my dad pierced these for me, and I have nothing else. Moving on, I'll just insert a picture because I'm not gonna stand up and you see my belly button, but I have the top and bottom. I did have all 3, like my side my left side and the top and bottom, but I decided to take it out just because it was kind of irritating, and every time I would wear like high-waisted shorts or high-waisted jeans, like it would rub against it and it would really hurt, and it wasn't really healing like it was supposed to. So I was just like, I think my body's rejecting it, so I just decided to take it out. And that's pretty much all for my piercings. I eventually want to get more, but I'm not really sure like what I would want and where I would want them. But yeah, my tattoos, as I said before, I recently got this one on my wrist, and I'll insert a picture of what it used to look like and what it looks like now. And this, I'm gonna have to say, because whenever he redone it, he had to redraw it for one, and then when he redone it, he had to go over what the guy had done it before. He had to go over it, and it really hurt. I'd have to say that one was like a 6 because it was very painful, and he had to go over because the guy had actually left scars, pretty much scars on me, and since you just saw the picture, you'll see that it was pretty bad. Yeah, that one hurt like a you-know-what. And I have the one on my... the bird did not hurt at all. Like, I'd say a 1 because it didn't hurt at all. Like, it was fine. Like, I didn't feel it. It's totally fine. And I really love that tattoo. And I keep forgetting to tell you the prices, but this one was $160. The one on my wrist was $160 to get it redone. The one on my ankle was $50. And this one on my... that one was... like, it did hurt. That was the worst. That's like my worst tattoo ever because it was on my foot. I was thinking about the one on my ribs. And yeah, the one on my foot hurt really bad just because it was like on my bone. And no. The next, I'm just moving all kinds of ways, but the next one I'm going to talk about is the one right here. It says, "Don't forget to love yourself." And that one didn't, it was probably about a 4. And that one was 60, I think. Yeah, 60. Yeah, that was 60. Then I got this one, and this one is the same. The person who did this one was the same guy that done this one the first time. And I'm gonna be honest, it hurt like a you-know-what because he dug into my skin. And like I said in the previous videos where you saw, don't get a tattoo at home, yada yada yada. Well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm getting this one covered up, because he did a crappy tail job, and it hurt because he dug into my skin. And like after a month or so, even with this one, after like 2 months of passing by, like literally there was stuff still peeling off of it, leaking off. Like I'd get out of the shower, there would be like ink running down my arm, and there would be ink running out of this one, and it was just too much. Like I was like, I ain't got time for this, and it hurt really bad. Which next one should I talk about? Oh yeah, the one on my arm. On my right arm, I have a dream catcher, and this one I got on my 18th birthday, and this one was $160, I want to believe. And I want to get this redone, not because of this, because this looks fine, but the roses, when he outlined it, and I'm going to insert pictures, but when he outlined the dream catcher, he outlined the rose, like whenever he did the outline for the roses, he did it in pink, and so you can't tell what they are. They just look like pink globs, and I don't really like it. So the guy that has been recently doing my tattoos, he is gonna start doing them. He's done about 3 of mine, and I absolutely love his work. Like, he is amazing. So he told me he would charge $50 to fix like the whole entire thing and add more roses. So I am so thankful that he's gonna fix it. So yeah, the next one I'm gonna talk. The pain for those two, the words, like the whole thigh tattoo, like that one didn't hurt. Out of all the tattoos that I have, it did not hurt. Out of all the tattoos that I have, that one did not hurt at all. Like, I literally could just like sit there and like sleep. Like, I'd probably give that one like a 2. It did not hurt at all. Like, it may have hurt just a little bit. Like, I may have made like 3 or 4 faces out of the whole thing. But that was for the words. Now for the roses, I'm gonna have to say it didn't hurt as bad as the words, because it was like more of like my fat part of my leg, and the one with the words, it was close to like my hip bone, and it kind of hurt just a little bit. But other than that, like, it was totally fine. And that one, I would have to say, was probably a 5, just because it's being on my rib, and yeah, it kind of hurt. But it wasn't as painful as the one on my foot. The one on my foot, I think, out of all the tattoos, out of all the piercings that I have, that one hurt the most. Like, I hated when I got it. Oh, it hurt so bad. That was my first tattoo ever. And oh yeah, sorry. My whole leg, my roses were 150 and the words were 150 as well. So, that was for my thigh. And eventually I'm going to go back and get my roses colored in. But for right now, I got other things to deal with. And I absolutely love that tattoo. Like, it is so pretty, so easy to hide, which I don't really care about hiding my tattoos, just because if you're going to hide them, what's the point of getting them? But yeah, it's 2015. There's a lot of people that have jobs that, you know, have tattoos. I mean, there's a lot of people at your work. The people that I work with have tattoos and piercings. Like, it's 2015. Like, come on. If they don't hire you, I'm pretty sure somewhere else can. But that is pretty much all I have for today for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you on my next one. Love ya.